It's here. Summer, 장마 is here. I feel like rain, the rainy part of the rain season gets a bad rap. It's, for me, not the water falling from the sky. It is the darkness and the stickiness. Rain, I have no issue with you, usually. But let's make a little drink. Cheers. That's nice. I could have actually added a smidge less honey. Okay. Well, anyway, I'm gonna finish my cup, but then I just got a new ice cube tray and I'm going to freeze this, put it in the freezer, and then have it in the mornings to start my summer day. The only issue is the mint really sticks on the top. Let's see. Now, the rest of my day is pretty boring, actually. I'm gonna be just working. Cheers. I just booked another, I have the most random travel schedule for the rest of the year. A lot of like family things and a lot of business trips for Kurt that I'm tagging along on. So I feel like we're gonna reach the end of the year and the vlogs from the places I have been will look so random. I will not, 2026 is bizarre. Very grateful, but truly a strange travel plan. And I literally just booked quite a few tickets this week. So quick shout out to the sponsor of this video, which is Surfshark VPN. You know and love them. A VPN is a virtual private network that can help you use the internet in a plethora of ways. I use it mostly for browsing different websites that I need to change my IP address for, doing taxes, working on visa stuff. US government websites do not love international visitors, which is annoying. It also just helps protect you if you are using public Wi-Fi. It alerts you if there is any malware detected. You also have control over what kind of content you see, so you can add restrictions and kind of customize and have more control over what you see online. It's gonna come in clutch while I'm traveling because I will be in and out of a plethora of airports using sketchy public Wi-Fi a lot of the time. So if I have to do anything that is sensitive like banking, etc., it keeps me safe. But also if you're buying tickets, a lot of websites kind of track your traffic. The prices might fluctuate, things like that. So if you're looking for plane tickets, a really great hack is to use a VPN while you're browsing. So truly always shout out to Surfshark. You can use it on multiple devices. You can share it with your family, friends, and roommates, etc. If you aren't using a VPN yet, what are you doing? So I will have a link in the description box. You can go to surfshark.com/carriecakes and get 4 extra months of Surfshark VPN. Please use it. The internet is weird. And it's nice to have a little safety blanket on. So thank you so much to Surfshark. All that information will be in the description box. So yeah, I gotta do really boring work today. Hopefully tomorrow we can get outside. Hopefully it won't rain too much. Yeah, I will let you in a little bit more on the travel plans. I've already told you about my summer trip, which is 3 weeks, which is crazy. So I really, Kurt and I both have to like lock in. But yeah, I just booked some winter travel that the combination of cities is just diabolical. So we'll talk about that later, but thank you again to Surfshark, and thank you to this is the Dizzy Cook. Thank you for your ginger drink. It's supposed to be good for migraines and just hydrating you during summer. So hey, I also just love ginger and mint. So there you go. I'm trying to get more creative with my drinks. I'm usually just a water girl, but I need to have more fun. And you can get more nutrients and things like that if you genuinely have a fun drink. I always thought like water is superior, water is in its pure, perfect form. If you add a little ginger to your water, think of the added benefits. I don't know why I was such a purist. Anyway, I will catch you in a little bit. Welcome to summer. I promise we will leave the house tomorrow. Okay, bye. Good morning. We are in the subway station. I haven't taken the subway and I feel like so long. But I need to get some wrapping paper for my friend. We are having her, it is her birthday today, and we're having her little birthday party tonight. I got her a present that needs a bit of wrapping. And so yeah, we're gonna head to the express bus terminal to find that. I had a good luck finding the art box really quickly last time. Let's hope that that happens again, because express bus terminal scares me. There's so much in there. It just goes deep. So yeah, we're gonna try and find that quickly, get in, get out. It's raining again, but I think the rain is gonna stop before her birthday dinner, which will be cute. I think we're meeting up before that as well for a cafe. But yeah, I'll update you more when I get home. Found it. Let's go. Look at these. Alex is like the chicest person I know. Okay, random side quest. I always think of the flower market as a place that closes really early because they open so early, but they're open till noon. So I stopped in and I obviously got something. It just smells so good, but yeah, they're clearly winding down. So I'm gonna get out of here. Oh my gosh, hold on. Look at this poster. Friends, so I had real faith that it would. Oh my god, did it just literally stop raining? Did I just capture that on film? Oh my god. I gotta go. Well, we gotta go now that the miracle has happened. I gotta run. I had a lot of faith in the weather app and the sky, and as I was on my way here, the sky opened up like I've never seen. And I didn't bring an umbrella, so I was just laughing on the bus. It's one of those situations where all you can do is laugh, and it just kept getting worse. But I actually think it just passed, or I'm about to thread the needle. Yeah, so happy birthday, Alex. That was so funny. I think, and it just stopped raining as I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. We're not gonna die. We're not gonna die. That cloud just dropped so much, so fast.
Good morning, friends. The sun is out. Hold on, I'll show you. The sun is out. So that means it's really hot today, but Tenon, Nathan, and I are finally getting brunch at this place that we've tried to get brunch at before. I think the thing with all of these, like in Korean, it's called like hot place, like fancy, like the trending spot, and you just cannot get a seat. But there's a restaurant that I like that has opened like a cafe on completely the other side of town. So we're going to try and go there now. Hopefully the crowds have died down. We'll see. But I'm going to go early because I have a book that I want to read and I just can't focus at home. Like I can't read at in my house in the morning for some reason. So yeah, I'm going to grab us a seat, get us a coffee. Also, look at this place. This place does tteokbokki with corgi. I don't know why there are corgis, but it's tteokbokki and their signature menu, a burrito. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna get there in a moment, but escape the heat. It's really, really hot today. So let's go. Oh, one more thing though. I am completely at peace because on the subway ride here and now on my walk, I'm listening to, I'll put it down below, but Silvana Estrada's new album sounds like how a beautiful summer morning should feel. So I'm just like walking on a cloud. The heat doesn't even really bother me. So anyway, that's your homework for the day. Go listen to that. Okay, bye. Okay, hi. I've been trying to get myself to vlog for a while. We ended up moving from one cafe to the other. We talked for 6 hours. Love that. I'm so lucky that I've had, like, between Alex's birthday and then this morning, our little brunch day. Always very, very thankful to have such good people in this city. So, yeah, but I'm quite out of it. We had a couple heat warnings. It's very hot outside. I think it's 37 today. So I'm gonna try and be chill, but I am in the talks with my Pilates studio. I think I'm gonna go back to Pilates for a little bit. My injury that I got last year is finally fully healed, so I feel comfortable going back and seeing if I can still do all the things. So yeah, we might do a little Pilates this week. But yeah, I don't know why. I'm just feeling so sluggish the past few days. So I'm gonna try and go for a walk tonight once it gets a little bit cooler. So I'll hopefully see you either when we get dinner or when I go for my walk. See you then. Just kidding. I didn't go on a walk. It, on one hand, never got colder, but on the other hand, I'm just really lazy and I kind of just wanted to take a shower and get in bed and read. Some reading updates though. I have been reading some rather creepy books. I feel like summer I always lean towards a little Gothic, a little more horror than I normally read, which I feel like more people read horror in autumn, but yeah, summer, something about it, the summer-ween of it all. So I read a short novella called But Not Too Bold. If you like books about spiders, this was a book that it's hard to recommend because I don't feel like it was fully formed. It was a novella, so I think it ended up being like 106 pages on my e-reader. And if it was full length, it would have been so good, but because it was so short, we didn't get into, I had so many questions and I liked the character. I was intrigued by all of the characters and everything about the plot, but because it was only 100 pages, we just didn't. I wasn't satisfied with it. But if you want to give that a try and just have it be a creative exercise, like fill in the blanks for yourself, and you like reading about creepy houses and spiders, maybe spider women, there you go. But not too bold is what it's called. I read that, and then along with the Gothic, I read We Have Always Lived in the Castle. I really enjoy Shirley Jackson. This is probably my third book, I think. We Have Always Lived in the Castle. I read it like already knowing everything about it. So I think the reading experience, if you don't know anything about it, is so much eerier and creepy. But I do just love how she can write super mundane things. Like nothing, for a lot of this book, nothing really happens. Even just like the first chapter, our main character just like literally goes into town and buys some groceries. And something about that, you just feel immediately like, ooh, something's wrong, you know? So I just love that she's able to do that and make the mundane and just the tiniest things creepy as hell, and then make it super chaotic and insane. So yeah, Shirley Jackson, We've Always Lived in the Castle, read that. And then yesterday, I read The Har, which actually even though this was like the most graphic and gruesome, I would say this was also like the coziest one. I actually was like, I left it feeling like, aw, which is weird for a horror. It takes place in Scotland, in this tiny town where a developer is trying to make a golf course. So he's trying to get all of the residents of the town to like sign over their land to him. And this one old woman, mainly like 5 old people, but specifically our main character, refused to sign. The developers just keep getting more and more violent, trying to threaten them and like scare them off of the land, when something comes out of the ocean. This thing called the Har is like the thick fog that rolls in from the sea. Yeah, let's just say something rolls into town, and it is really gruesome and graphic, like really bloody, really gross. But you know what? I had a good time and I left it with my heart warm. I don't know what that says about me, but yeah, so those are the 3 creepy books I read in July. I think everything else I have is relatively tame. I think I'm going back into my fantasy world. That's my story for now. I'm sorry I didn't really go outside after we had brunch. We had brunch and then I didn't film it, or I have a short clip. We had bingsu. I had my first peach of the summer and it was delicious, especially because it was covered in shaved ice. Yeah, I'll talk about it tomorrow, but just like the amount of sluggishness I have felt compared to, I know that my last 2 vlogs were very action-packed and I was out of the house and having a great time, and I just feel like the second Jangma hits, the humidity like is so oppressive. Like I cannot, even when we were walking from the brunch place, we had to walk from the cafe to a bus stop to get to our next destination. That like 2-minute walk, we were so wiped out from it. And so yeah, I'll talk about it tomorrow, but I was just getting kind of frustrated with myself. And so me not going on a walk, I'm also like, ugh, a little bit frustrated. Putting my mental and physical health first, sitting at home in the air conditioning, reading a book, taking a shower, drinking water is what I need. Also, the ice cubes that I made, fantastic. I liked it even better than the juice or like the water in its water form. Put a couple of those ice cubes in my water bottle. Stunning. So that will be linked down below, that recipe. Anyway, okay, getting into bed. I will see you tomorrow. I hope it's open. I think I'm gonna try and go to this cafe that I found that looks really, really cool so that I can hunker down and get some work done. Let's hope it's open. I think it opens really early too, which would be fantastic. So I will see you there. Okay? Bye. Good morning. It's Monday. I just got so much work done. I feel so good. That is a crazy building. So I'm in this area that I actually used to work here. The area kind of around Coex, I would say, is like, they call it Teheran Valley, like kind of like Silicon Valley. This is where a lot of the tech companies, like just a lot of big companies are here. And I just forget that like these office buildings are so intense. So I was just in Posco and that cafe was gorgeous. So anyway, it's a little noisy, so I'll talk to you in a bit. I'm about to get on a really long bus ride over to Yeonhee because I need to pick up a book from Emily, and it's really hot today. But that cafe was like the perfect temperature. I feel chilled. I have like sat in a refrigerator for about an hour, and so I have enough like coolness on my skin to last me across the street and into the safety of the bus stop. So oh, sick, and now I can cross. But yeah, this street is called Teheran Road. Yes, the same Tehran of Iran. And yeah, this is where I used to work. A lot of complicated emotions about this part of town, but great if you need places to work. If you need Wi-Fi and you need to just like sit somewhere for many hours, check out, that's where I just was, Posco. As always, places will be linked, but yeah, okay, now for a very long bus ride that I'm looking forward to. I've got a good book reading about vampires. I said I wasn't gonna read another spooky book, and here I am reading The Midnight Shift? Vampires, detectives, I don't know, man. All right, I'll see you.
Miles and miles of the clear blue skies. We drive straight as an arrow flies. Nowhere to be, no dreams to chase tonight. We've got time to waste, let's waste it
All right, we gotta get home before whatever that is hits us, so let's scurry.
You and I, heads up in the clouds. We caught up with the birds flying south. Nothing to see.
Oh, good morning. Do you see light on my face? Wow, so last night, this is gonna bother me. This is a bag. Yeah, last night we had really, really heavy rain and wind. It was so loud. I'll insert some clips. It was actually really therapeutic. But today we have the last wisps of it. So there's like these really big, puffy, beautiful clouds moving really fast, but we have blue sky. And so we're kind of pitter-pattering this morning. It was really dark this morning, so I had trouble waking up, but both of us have some work to do. And then I have convinced Kurt to go to the other side of the city for Panda Express. My friend Nathan mentioned it like a couple weeks ago, and it has been on the mind ever since. So we're gonna head over to Yoido, to one of the malls. I think it's an IFC, and to celebrate the blue skies, I'm wearing blue. I think I'm gonna tuck it in a little bit. Blue, a little midi skirt. One of these looks. And yeah, that's the plan for the day. I'm just really excited that they're here. I'll show you the clouds. You deserve it.
This is how you know summer is difficult, because 2 mall haters are in the mall. We've been in here for like 5 minutes and we want out.
Okay, hello, we're back. Also, I have all of these little baby hairs, like this little clump, can you see, of baby hairs? So if you see them moving around constantly this week, I just don't know what to do. Anyway, we're back. We did a whole lot of nothing. I was reading at home. We took a long bus ride to a mall. I was reading there. Kurt was the only one doing like hardcore work. But I'm glad I did it because I kind of mentioned this. I was gonna circle back to it and I forgot in the beginning of this video, where during Changma I just get so sluggish and then I get frustrated because I'm sluggish. So I made a video a couple weeks ago about my mental health and like things that I've been doing to keep me mentally healthy. And I mentioned that a huge component of my mental health is that the weather was so amazing in May and June. So I was out every day. I was reading outside. Like I would take a book and I would start my day with a coffee and a book outside in perfect weather. And growing up in San Diego, I feel like I took that for granted, that like nearly every single day was a beautiful, perfect day. And I think my body really craves that. And so when it gets to be this kind of temperature, I really can't do anything. First of all, because it's pouring and it's difficult to film and like just be walking around doing stuff. But also if it's not raining, it's really hot and humid. And all my friends, we all were complaining about this the other day when we met up for brunch, is that we have to like clean our phones constantly because the humidity, it's like foggy. So it's just like, in terms of vlogging, difficult, and then in terms of living, difficult. So I was getting kind of annoyed with myself. I took a couple days off of filming because I needed to just edit and sit inside. But even after I was done editing and I didn't have like that excuse to be sitting inside, I was sort of like, what do I do? Like, I just want to sit inside. And I know that that doesn't make for good vlog content. Yeah, I was just feeling a little bit frustrated and lost, especially because I had just had like these 2 months of glorious weather to film and show you the city and just be outside enjoying life. So I like got over that summer blues, the summertime sadness, and I'm just gonna be okay with being like, you gotta live, you know. I'm just gonna be inside, and I do have bright and beautiful things in the future. I think I will be outside tomorrow. We'll see how strong Chidin and I are. But yeah, I'm gonna try and get out, but not be mad if I don't. And yeah, so if you're feeling sluggish or frustrated, it's just like not fun to not want to be doing stuff. I feel like I've wasted my day, and I don't know. So yeah, this, like the beginning of this week was kind of rough, but I think today was a good day because even though we were just, none of that. Sorry. So yeah, I think today was a good day because even though we were inside, technically like doing the same thing I would be doing in the house, we took a bus ride and we went out and I feel like I got outside, you know? So yeah, I'm gonna try and just do that if nothing else. Like if I'm feeling super sluggish, just try to get myself somewhere else indoors, but we'll see. Anyway, I'm gonna take that camera fall as a sign to sign off, but tomorrow I will see you outside. We're gonna go to a little market in Bukchon, Samcheongdong. Anyway, but I hope you are being easy on yourself, regardless of which weather you're dealing with. Just listen to your body and do what you can. So all right, I'm going to take a shower. I'm gonna drink so much ice water and I will see you in a bit.
Let's make this love last till Valentine's. Let's spend this night together. Let this fire burn inside our hearts. Let us soak in all the pleasure. Now that the rain is slowly pitter-patter.
Good morning, friends. We start our climb. It's weirdly cool. It was actually quite cool yesterday as well, but today it's only 26. It looks a little rainy, but no complaints. Also, I just started reading Taipei Story by R.F. Kuang, and it's kind of romanticizing summer in Asia, so we'll see. But yeah, I have to go meet Cherrien, but look, so I'll talk to you later. Off I go.
Driving home with my shoes off, it had been too long. The entire month, it'll probably be another one. World's on fire, but gas is cheap. Nothing to do, nowhere deep. I've never been one to watch.
Hello. It's a bit later, obviously. Kurt and I ordered Indian food to celebrate the new season of Silo. So we just watched the first 2 episodes, and now I have just written out my to-do list for things I need to do tomorrow. So I don't think I'm gonna film tomorrow, which is Friday. How did I lose a day? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. No worries. I just lost an entire day of my life. Yeah, so tomorrow's Friday. I'm not gonna film Friday, but we are gonna be doing some fun stuff on Saturday. I am going to my first Pilates class in a year. I'll catch you up on that when we get there. And then I'm going to a little poetry event with my friend and with one friend at another friend's place. So it's just all very good vibes. So yeah, I'm going to log off now so that I can read. I will give you an update. I know a lot of you are dying for the update about Taipei Story, and charge all my cameras and microphones because I have work to do tomorrow. My final video, if I film and edit this before our flight, I will have my well, no, never mind. I still have one more. Okay, never mind. I'm one step closer to not having to work on my bookish channel for all of August, which is exciting, one thing to just not do while I'm on vacation. So anyway, I will catch you guys in a bit. It was a lovely day. I had way too much coffee, so we'll see if I sleep. I'm gonna have a pot of chamomile. And yeah, I will catch you on Saturday. Bye. Survived. I love my teacher so much. Putting us all to shame. She's like very pregnant and was using heavier dumbbell weights than everyone in class and was like not even breaking a sweat. Inspiring. But yeah, took a quick shower. Now we are on our way to the other side of town for a cool little poetry reading with Monty. And I'm gonna be there a couple minutes late, so hopefully there are seats. Nathan's there, and I got a bag full of books. The sun is out. It's gonna be a great day.
From what she said,
Get started reading some poems. Dedication. Today you happened upon a tweet by a white girl your age. 3 things black girls don't have: long hair, a boyfriend, fathers. You ponder the gush of girls turned ghost, the dust that gathers them, absence marking the spot. You wonder at this world where blackness in girl form is a round, rotating emptiness that only holds a disappearing hand. Put it in a portrait, and there a hole appears. Put it on a path, a hole appears. And in a home, it breaks, like a strand breaks, or a tooth. Make it the size of this room, and it seems there is no one here, sitting at this desk, writing this poem. 3. There are eyes everywhere in that night-shattered home, where the suitcase fills as the man lightens. And she might ask if you ever think of starting a family, and you about propagating in water, and she about how often you think about Jesus.
She's gorgeous. And with that, hi, I'm home. Ooh, this was a weird week. I looked over my footage. I feel like this was very discombobulated. I hate Jangma. I hate rainy season so much. Like I mentioned earlier in the video, I feel like I don't do as many things, and if I do things, I can't be outside for very long. I just feel so sluggish and unhappy, and so I really tried my best to go out whenever it wasn't raining and do things and take advantage of the last night. Apparently we actually just went over the Han River. Last night did flood, like we got the summer flooding starting, but luckily it hasn't been super rainy. It's been raining like at night. But yeah, I'm just this was a frustrating week in terms of like trying to record it to make it interesting. I had a good time. Like I saw people I haven't seen in a really long time. I saw friends that I always see, but I'm happy to see. So yeah, I think I was happy to just stay at home and read. But it makes for kind of a boring video to watch, which frustrates me sometimes, and I'm trying to get better at that. But yeah, that was my week. Also, I spontaneously, it's just a trim, but I just got a haircut yesterday. The people who cut my hair are so cute. So that was fun. And yeah, I guess that's it. The poetry reading was great. So this took place at Looking, which is located in Yeonhee. It's kind of like an event hosting space. They're actually going to be opening like a free lending library that's going to be accessible at all times. So if you're in Yeonhee and you forgot a book and you're trying to read in a cafe, they've got your back. And it was with my friend Monty. She was reading her poetry from her poetry collection. And I need to start going to more poetry readings because I feel like hearing a poem performed or read, it makes it so much clearer to me, I think. Yeah, I really had a good time. She read a lot, and yeah, I loved it. She had a particularly one poem where she talks about how sagwa in Korean means apple and apology, and playing with those words, I thought, oh, that one really hit me. But yeah, it was just a really lovely day. And then I didn't film it because Nathan and I just talked and ate our way through Yeonhee, but a very nice night. And then we got home before it rained, and then I'm playing Sudoku, listening to music, and then all of a sudden somebody whacks me in the shoulder. It was my husband. So I had a little buddy on the long ride home, which was nice. He was out working at a cafe. So anyway, yeah, now I am home, and thank you if you watched this far. Thank you so much for being here, and thanks again to Surfshark VPN. My information will be in the description box, but you can go to surfshark.com/carrycakes and get 4 extra months of Surfshark VPN. Really wonderful. So yeah, I'm gonna go make myself a cup of tea. I just started a book called The Other Moctezuma Girls, about Mexico in the 1500s, which is quite interesting. I will update you about that. But yeah, that's kind of my plan for the night. Watch the rain roll in, and we now officially, my weather app just says rain for the entirety of the week, the 10 days in the future. So, but we will make do. All right, I'm gonna go. I will see you guys next week. Yeah, just thank you for forcing me out of the house. Really, this channel like helps me get over my just like, I hate summer attitude and go do things, and today was wonderful. So if nothing else, I hope that this maybe reminds you that yeah, summer sucks, but if you can go outside and meet people or do something other than just sit in your home, do it. At least once a week. Okay, catch you next time and see you then. Okay,